Hello everybody! Welcome to the Christiana 321. I am the Christiana and really need to... The problem with bangs is they get so oily so quickly, and then you need to just like wash them every day, even though you're not supposed to wash the rest of your hair every day. The bangs, there. Anywho, how are you doing? Today we're going to take a look back at the priorities we set for the last quarter of 2022. If you are... There's so many things I'm supposed to say in this intro. I'm just glad that you're here. Let's talk. This week, first week of 2023, I'm going to be putting out a video every day. After that, it's probably going to be 1 or 2 videos per week until I get through some of my classes. If you're new here, I am a master's student at Vanderbilt University, and this is my last semester, and it's also my busiest semester, because it's finishing up my capstone, but also I'm just taking more classes than ever before so that I can graduate in May and just be done. It's a lot of information, it's a lot of work. That's not what this video is about. I'm not gonna get distracted. If you are new here and you haven't seen one of my priority videos before, I prefer to set priorities so that they help me make decisions throughout the year of what I'm going to do on a particular day, afternoon, like what I want to focus on. It is not 100% effective. However, it is more effective for me than setting a resolution at the beginning of the year and then forgetting about it by January 3rd. So, what we're going to do is go through the, we're going to go through the priorities that I set, and these are different from what they were at the beginning of the year. Every quarter, I would go through and I'd evaluate how I did in the last quarter, and if I want to move the priorities around, if I want to change them because priorities in my life changed. There's times that I couldn't do the exercise one, or I needed to adjust the exercise one because of a foot injury that I had, or you know, whatever. So tomorrow or later this week, you'll see the priorities that I set for 2023, so I'm not going to talk too much about how I'm adjusting. Oh, Fortran wants to walk in front of this camera so bad. So I'm not going to talk too much about how I'm adjusting these priorities for the future, because I'm starting fresh. Some of them will carry over, I will tell you that. Alright, so my 2022 priorities as they were at the start of the last quarter of the year. Number 1, get all A's. Did that. I think I only had 1 class left to get grades from when I started the 4th quarter, or maybe 2. I don't know. I got A's in both of my fall semester classes, so it doesn't matter. I got A's all year. I think I got 1 A minus maybe spring semester, but I'm counting it. I don't care. I'm trying not to get any more A minuses because it does affect your GPA. It doesn't count as a 4, which I didn't realize. Like I should have. I was definitely told that. I just had forgotten. Number 2 is read at least 1 book a month. I did that. October, it was Dracula. October and November, I only read 1 book each month. I read a little bit more than that, because like I started the next month or whatever. But I only finished 1 book in each of those months. So October, it was Dracula. Loved it. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the specifics of the books, because in another video this week I'll be doing my 2022 reading wrap-up, where I'll talk more in detail about all the books. November, it was The Edge of the Map, which is a non-fiction novel about Christine Boscoff, who was a mountain climber that went missing on one of her climbs. And it's talking about her life and kind of the story of after she went missing, how everybody went about trying to find her, and it is nonfiction, so sorry if it's a spoiler. She died on the mountain. It's not super clear. Well, I won't. Anyway, so yeah, just everything around that tragedy, but also like the joy of her life, and yeah, it was really great. And then in December I read Blood Like Magic. I'm hoping to finish a couple more, but Blood Like Magic was the first book that I finished in December. I'm filming this on December 30th, so if I'm going to finish 2 more books, I need to get cracking. I've got 2 more that I really want to finish. I wanted to finish 3 more, but some of the videos that I've been filming today took much longer than I had intended. Anyway, Blood Like Magic by Liz L. Sambury, a book about a coven of witches in the near future of Toronto. It was really good. I'm so looking forward to reading the sequel. I did not get it for Christmas. Should I go buy it today? I'm not gonna buy it today. I should go buy it today. Nope. Maybe. Well, I am going out again later this evening, so maybe I can finagle a trip to the bookstore. We did go to the bookstore last night, 2 nights ago, so that was reading a book a month. If you want to hear about all of the books that I finished in 2022, check out the video that may have gone up yesterday, may go up later this week. I've got no idea what order these are going up in. Ooh, this one I did not do. Number 4, 10K steps daily, at least on a weekly average, so at least 70K steps per week, essentially. I 1000% forgot that that was a priority. And that's the problem with me having the priorities in a note in my phone. There are some weeks where I look at my Notes app every day because I use it for a lot of things, and then I won't look at it for, I guess, like a month. I used the Notes app in that time. I thought that it was something about going to the gym, which I still did not do well at. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. Whoops. Well, there might be some days that I got up to 10K, but I wasn't tracking it at all. Like, my phone has a tracker on it, but it's not super accurate, and also I don't take my phone 100% of the time when I'm walking about. Yeah, so I think the idea was for me to use my Fitbit, because I have a Fitbit, and I just did not. Number 3, because I skipped that, was create and stick to a budget. I created a budget, I stuck to it, I made it more restrictive so I could save more. Did not quite stick to it at the super restricted level, and then I stuck to it sort of after that, but I didn't. So I had 2 months of sticking to it pretty well, and then I didn't continue to track super hardcore, and I definitely went over on a couple of accounts. Well, I can't even say definitely went over. I don't know if I went over or not, but I was still, my overall spending was comparable to the original budget, not the super restricted budget, but the original budget that I set, even if the specific categories weren't followed as specifically. So I'd like to do better at tracking my spending, especially December I went a little bit crazy, but I had planned to be a little bit crazy. Number 5, finish unpacking / moving in. I essentially did that. There is one more box that I have that's not in a storage area, and I don't know, I should probably at least go through it, but it is just storage. But its location is convenient for the cats for like hanging out. So if I move it, then I need to put something else in that area, and I don't want to buy furniture just for the sake of buying furniture. The box is doing just fine where it is. I don't know, I've got a couple days, maybe I'll go through that one. And then number 6 was put my phone down more. And I don't know, I feel like I sort of did that. I never came up with a good way of tracking that. Like, I have a Google Pixel, and I don't think that there's a way for me to see my overall screen time, but also I work from home and I have work apps on my phone, and so those ones I don't feel like really count, other than if I'm accessing them outside of work hours, I guess. So that wraps up how I did on my priorities. I did decently well, I think, across all of them except for the exercise one. And throughout the year, I had pockets where I did well with it. Like if you go back and look at, I think maybe the second quarter priority review, I did okay. I signed up for a gym. I went several times. I need to be more consistent with that. It's really about physical activity more than anything, and I just, working from home, doing school from home, my battery's flashing. I need to have movement in my life. I know that. But how do I fit it in, you know? Alright, battery's flashing at me. Like, subscribe, let me know how you did on your 2022 resolutions, and I will see you soon. Good night, sweet dreams.